So here we are at MTN, 9 executive MBA students on an industrial visit into Ghana to consolidate their learning through practice and to experience how business runs in other places. And this is to ensure that the program lives up to its expectation. And the primary expectation is this, that learning is not only theoretical and conceptual, it is also practical. And also, we don't only move into where we have studied, we move into other African countries and we move into other parts of the world.
In Ghana, I think I can comfortably say we are the largest taxpayer in Ghana, one of the best performing businesses in the country to compensate. And we've proved over the last 5 years that our data keeps growing. In actual fact, one thing, there's a latent demand in this economy. We put up a site and within 24 hours it's maxed out. So it's like there's a hunger for data.
MTN as a group, we are also, investing bigly in infrastructure, and what it means in that space. So in the future, you would see us venturing into data centers because that's where we're going to go, because a lot of the AI initiatives will ride on data centers. And today, we don't want to be consumers of other people's data centers. We really have to be able to bring it home, develop it ourselves, get our people to work on it so that we can champion our own future.
It is done by robots. So we've now used the AI in a certain form to now create as agent into the processes instead of looking at it from the ChatGPT point of view. Because you cannot stop people from using ChatGPT Claude. The first thing they will type is ChatGPT. So those places, we don't want to compete with them. So we go into organizations and they want to use AI. So for example, you go to a big organization like a bank and they want to use an AI. There are policies which says that don't use ChatGPT in my policy. It's a group, it's a plus for us. You cannot even call ChatGPT to come locally into the African, it's too small for them. So we will go there, we will use our knowledge, automatically we can integrate, we can install it locally into your infrastructure and you can utilize it just like the way ChatGPT is being used. That is how we are winning in the market.
The whole idea is to make sure the European consumer receive what we call fresh from harvest. I'll be coming to that. So anything fruit, tropical, decidual, I believe I'll show you our factories and where they are located, but we are currently the largest fresh fruit processing industry in the world if you put all our production capacities together under one umbrella in the world. And we are the only business in the world that supplies freshly harvested fruits into Europe every day of the year, from the 1st of January to 31st of December, irrespective of the season, irrespective of the time, irrespective of the date. And that's what we have been doing. As a result, we are one of the few businesses globally that have had the opportunity of winning the Queen's Award. In the UK, the Queen's Award, they will tell you, is akin to the Oscars. But in Ghana and West Africa, there's no news. We don't care about the Queen's Award or the Queen's Award.
Always diversify your investments so that you spread your risk. So now, that's why a lot of people, they have a bit of fixed deposits, they have treasury bills, they have a bit of bonds, they have this, they have that, they have that. Make sure that we get good advice from the people who have the expertise. In our part of there are people here, MTN shares is moving, the price is moving, then everybody will go in there. So one of the things we have also done is that we also advise people to make sure that you talk to the licensed advisors so that they provide a good advice for you. A company may be doing well today, may not be doing well tomorrow, but they have the track record of the performance of this company. They are in a better position to advise you.
So the central bank sought to keep money supply in the system by growing money supply in certain set targets. Then currently, we started with inflation targeting in 2002 and officially adopted it in 2007. And then this was the focus where we wanted to ensure that price stability maintains over a certain medium term. So currently, our medium term inflation is at 8 plus or minus 2%. But now, as of today, Ghana's inflation is at 3.2.
It's been very insightful for me, I must say.
Well, it's been a great experience. More than anything, it's been an eye-opener. Ghana, as we always thought, is like a junior brother or junior sibling. But what we've seen increasingly is that what Ghana lacks in scale, they make up for in structure. It's a smaller economy on paper, but they have a number of mature systems and structures that any economy in the world, to say nothing of Nigeria, can learn a lot from.
It has been very educative and very insightful. It has given me new ideas to my business, new ideas I could implement and I could apply to my business each and every day.
And it's also interesting to see the resilience that Ghanaians have, and that is similar to the resilience Nigerians have. However, the companies that we visited in Ghana have been able to manage the peculiarities and complexities of their internal environment. And we're talking about internal environments as the political landscape and the regulatory concerns that are existing in Ghana. And they've been able to transcend these complexities and thrive in their businesses.
Okay, I think on this trip, been able to interface with several business owners, and that has, should I say, reinforced the idea that doing business in Africa is actually viable. I've met a few of them doing really good business, on a world-class level, and that's really good. Prior to now, I used to think Nigeria was it when it came to big businesses, but coming to Ghana, I see that a lot of people are also doing good stuff, and it's been impressive.
For me, this has motivated me to want to invest more in Africa, because Africa is the best place to invest your business. Honestly, Africa is the best. We have all the natural resources, we have landscape, we have the good weather condition, and also when we went to the Blue Sky, where we saw how they export fresh fruits, funny enough, I actually bought their products in Tesco in London, and I never knew it was even from Ghana.
Okay, so from our course, when we started from the beginning of our first lecture, it has been on leadership and all that. So I say that leadership is a very important part of business.
So everything learned would definitely, and just beyond the trip, in the entire EMBA, program as a whole, everything learned definitely impacts. It's opened my mind into different ways to achieve not just the same results, but even to expand. It's also opened, it's exposed me to, global market entry, now taking it away from the theoretical frameworks we learned in class to actually seeing those things become, a proper reality, what it means to have, a stable macro environment, how the government's intentionality about the economy helps, entrepreneurs, SMEs and likes to, grow and blossom. I think, Ghana's economy is just a testament to that.
Yeah, 100%. Again, it all speaks to holistic learning. You can learn so much from your professors, you can learn so much from books or from lessons, but ultimately meeting the people who are doing the work, meeting the people who are driving regulation and policy, makes the picture complete. So it's not a nice to have, it's a must have if the holistic development is supposed to be is going to be made. And I think that, you know, for every executive, you know, especially those who have just experience in one market, being able to go on a massive trip like this where you see how it's being done in other markets gives you a holistic view on how to innovate in your current market and how to begin to tap into other markets should you be interested in that.